Say Premier League.
Yeah.
It's so hard, bro.
Imagine you had to do all time, but you'd be all day.
I'm gonna stick with Jesus. It's so hard.
I know that's
Kevin De Bruyne.
Bro, why'd you say that?
Kevin De
I was
Bruyne.
actually gonna say
Kevin
that
De Bruyne.
because I'm a midfielder, but now it's a bit awkward.
Sorry, Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
It's just beautiful football to watch.
Has to be him.
He's Albanian.
Yeah.
Bro,
Kevin
But
De
you
Bruyne.
drained it.
the way he pings it. Yeah, sorry, I took ages, bro.
And you know, because I
That's a
was
good
gonna say
pick.
Steph, and you said Steph, and then and now I'll change it. I'll change it.
Is that him? Kevin De Bruyne?
So,
What?
What is that?
What is search? Go.
Is that his
it is. I think that you have to get so good at something that the world around you doesn't matter. Like Poirier, I'll use Dustin Poirier for example against Conor McGregor. Like you can see his evolution from the first fight to the second fight to the third fight, and a lot of the times in his press conferences he says, "I took everything personal and I started to internalize the situations and this caused me that." And he goes, the thing is now everything is noise to me because nothing is real. Nothing is real. All the crowd and the fans and how they're yelling and da-da-da. Because when I go in there, the only thing that's real is this.
Yeah. Is Dustin saying this?
Yeah, Dustin's saying this. And he goes, even afterwards, he goes, when he's talking all his crap before the fight, I know what he's trying to do. I've been there before. In the first fight, I listened to it and I took everything personal. And then he goes, I went again and then I didn't take anything personal. I couldn't care less about what he said.
Yeah.
So he
And
learned.
look at the difference, bro. He got knocked out to knocking him out in the second.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I want to get to the UFC thing, but I know we're switching a couple of sports and stuff. Going back to, first of all, your comment about like zoning out, this blah, blah, blah. Let's go back to Giannis real quick, yeah? You know, going into the game, first of all, Giannis, like, luckily made it into the finals. Obviously, like, wasn't it like an inch away, a shoe size?
It was,
okay,
it was a toe away, bro.
Like, literally a toe away. But even going into it, he hyperextended his leg, this, that, couldn't make free throws. Bro, the amount of, like crap that he was copying from it, compared to any other player or all-star that was playing or superstar that was playing in the finals, you can't beat it, yeah? This guy's zoned out. What was the number one thing he was copying hateful? Free throws.
Yeah.
Bro, in the finals, he went to go and make 17 out of 19 of his free throws.
In his last game, yeah.
Yeah, in his last game. That's crazy. Just for him to zone out. Bro,
I think it's
just
the
to get to that
home
level,
crowd
yeah?
advantage as well that helped him out.
It's the difference between
Right,
great players, bro. Good and great
Sometimes
players.
it's learning how to ignore the noise.
Yeah.
And that takes time. It just takes experience.
Oh, no,
you
100%.
actually you can't learn to ignore the noise on a training pitch.
Yeah.
It's literally just getting the minutes, getting the reps in. How do you think Kobe and MJ got
Yeah.
so good at this trash talking? Where even if you trash talk them back, it doesn't affect them.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Yep.
You know, it's like the pressure. They actually want the pressure. But you think Khabib, when he fights, he cares about what people say?
Nope.
But he's been wrestling 10.
Oh.
You know, it's 10,000 hour rule.
Yeah.
Like for excellence, he's probably done 50,000 hours in his life.
100%.
So when someone wrestles him, he's like, bro, don't say whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's actually going out the other ear. MJ, when
Yeah.
someone versus him and Kobe, bro, the amount of hours they put into their craft.
And he tells
They
him
do
which
not-
way to go. Even Kevin Durant was talking to PJ Tucker. He told him what move he was gonna do. He goes, "I'm going this way," and he goes, "Do what you want to stop. You're not gonna stop it.
Bro.
You didn't stop it. You can't. You actually just can't."
But
Kevin-
trash talking doesn't go through their head
Yeah.
unless you have doubt in your head.
Nah, Kevin Durant probably.
Oh, that's different, yeah.
Yeah,
Kevin
yeah.
Durant's not at
With all his
yeah.
bloody
He
bird
just
accounts.
He just likes engaging in the
Yeah.
Twitter.
Bro, Kevin Durant,
the
legit. I
Twitter
told you
beef and
guys this before. I think it was like last week or something like that. Bro, when he said to PJ Tucker, yo, like, come on, stay in the game. Stop fouling me because I want to have a good game. Bro, that's just great, bro.
Crack 50 on him, bro. Didn't he score 50 or 45 or something?
Bro, the whole team
Yeah,
was
but-
switching on 49. But the whole team was switching on him. And guess what? The only person that didn't switch on him, stupid, in my opinion, the defensive
Giannis.
player of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
He's
he defensive player this year?
Nah,
Nah,
last
last
year.
last
That's
year.
when he won MVP
he's
and
so
Defensive
good.
Player of the Year,
Yeah.
which is an air raid.
You know, if he won, what do you call it, finals MVP or just like a ring that year, he would have had a feat that only Hakeem Olajuwon had.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
95.
Of winning defensive, MVP,
And a ring.
and a ring all in one
He
year.
got slapped by Jimmy Butler. And
You know-
Jimmy Butler wasn't focusing on the game. You know what he was focusing
And he was slapping someone else.
Yeah.
No, definitely, bro.
Shout out to Rachel.
It worked, bro.
Yeah. But that's the thing about the feet. Like,
Yeah.
I was always a bit of a.
I thought he said defeat. I was like,
Nah,
what are you
like-
talking about?
I was always a bit
Sounds
of a,
like
like a
King
hater
Julian.
on Giannis, obviously because shooting and stuff like that. Because in playoffs, it was so easy for other teams to do well. This guy's regular season record was always number one.
Yeah, he was
in,
nice.
in West or East, always number one.
Yeah.
And then playoffs, you just buckle.
Mhm.
And then this year, last game,
Who's this?
Giannis.
Giannis,
Like
yeah.
it's so easy to break him down in the playoffs. Make him shoot.
Yeah.
Players
He
will
was.
give him 2 meters.
He was
But now he showed last game when it actually mattered, pressure.
Yeah.
Whatever you do to me, I'm gonna perform.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I was like,
'Cause
whoa,
they
man.
easily could have done that.
he was
last
known
Yeah.
as
season,
he was
just
known as
cover
like
the paint.
a seasonal player.
Yeah,
Like, he only
regular
played-
season player.
Yeah, regular season and then into the finals. It's
This was the best team for him to have his coming out party against Phoenix.
Yeah.
Honestly, because
why.
name one player who could have guarded him from that team.
No one.
No one is
Yeah.
built to guard him. Jay
Yeah.
Crowder couldn't do it because he's too big for
It's
Jay
true.
Crowder.
It's true. It's a
And
good fit.
DeAndre Ayton's not quick enough on his feet, And then they got who? Mikael Bridges. Mikael Bridges is going to stop him. He stopped Drew Holiday,
Ayton
but
wasn't doing too bad though.
no.
But
But
enough,
he's
not
there's
enough.
levels
Bro,
to
look-
it. There's
look-
levels
yeah.
to it.
He's
That's
average 35, bro. What are you talking about, bro?
yeah. But
There's no way,
Yeah.
man.
but DeAndre
It's like saying
Ayton.
Iguodala stopped LeBron James that final series.
But he did shoot 40%. Yeah. Or
31.
38%.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
averaged 38 points, 38.9 points or something.
Yeah, but look at the rest of the team.
Yeah.
You got a W.
That's
Because I was listening to Iguodala talk about it on the JJ
JJ
Redick
Redick,
podcast.
yeah.
'Cause a lot of people talk about his hate, but if you actually watch what Iguodala did,
No, I watched the
performance-wise,
games,
strength
yeah.
in numbers, to stop a guy who went to 5 straight finals with Miami and he came now to Cavs and then came off a win. So he did 4 in Miami, and then he won at Cleveland and had to come versus him. Iguodala's like obviously older and stuff like that. To
But
even
Iguodala
just
did good, but doesn't that tell you how good LeBron is?
yeah, of course,
Honestly.
yeah, greatness,
Honestly,
yeah.
that tells you how good LeBron is.
Yeah.
That if a guy did so well against you that he just contained you to 35 points average,
Yeah, I know. Close
just
to triple double.
35.
you're a different.
Not even 35. Just 35.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Come on.
In the
man.
finals.
He's a different.
Have
beast,
you guys
man.
wait? This is random, but like, have you guys seen the intro video they put on LeBron's first high school game? I don't know
Yeah.
if it's true, but like they put up a video of like obviously Hall of Famers like Larry Bird, MJ, and all that, and then
We can hear it all, Cuzzy.
yeah, so like
Sorry.
at his high school they put an intro video of like Larry Bird, MJ, and all these type of players, and then they're saying like, oh, LeBron's going to be one of those players. And think about it, bro. He's coming out in a high school game, and they're saying he's going to become like MJ.
Yeah.
And he lived up to that pressure.
Yeah. I think none of them had that pressure, did they?
Who?
Yeah.
MJ didn't have it coming out of.
No,
He was like pick 3 or pick 4.
Yeah, pick 3.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then
he didn't play in his high school
Like,
team, bro.
And he's still a
Jason
kid.
Tatum as well.
Yeah.
He didn't have that pressure.
The thing is, like,
Everyone was looking at Michael Fultz.
there's always a bit of obviously LeBron was. There's no one that's like Zion just is as much hype as LeBron is in 03 because he came out of high school.
It's the
Sports
closest.
Illustrated. LeBron was in high school and he was on the cover of Sports
And Ben
Illustrated
Simmons too.
by himself. And that's pressure. But obviously now with social media, there's always a bit of hype. It plays. Is he the next LeBron? Is he the next this? There's always a bit of hype, but nothing is the same as LeBron in 03.
Mm-hmm. And not only that, to live up to that, also like even with the media coverage, the media isn't like social media isn't the same as it was back in the day type of thing.
Yeah.
Like Zion, you could almost classify him as like a Ball's life type of athlete. You know what I mean? Where a lot of the exposure came from them playing in high school or just high school, sorry, and getting those like nice windmill dunks. You know, what was the number
Yeah.
one thing Zion was known for? His
Dunks.
dunks.
100%.
His dunks, this, that. You get what I mean? So it's crazy. But also, like, for example, or like with the recent NBA finals, the thing with like Chris Paul type of thing, yeah? Like I was listening to First Take the other day and they made like a good mention of, bro, Chris Paul, 4 NBA finals of him losing a 0-2 start.
NBA Finals.
Yeah. He had a
Serious?
2-0 start 4 times. Sorry. No, not finals, actual NBA finals. As in
NBA
playoffs.
series.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
playoff
yeah.
series.
He's
Okay,
had
okay,
2-0s and he's lost them all.
Was that his
Okay.
first
Yeah.
finals?
Scott Foster, the scumbag. All your fault, you
Do you know what his record against Scott Foster is?
Foster is 2-52 or something like that.
No, it's 16-0.
Who's that?
Yeah, in finals appearances, but
Yeah.
in games in general,
Oh,
is
is it even games 52?
2-52
What
Yeah.
the hell?
That's a bad
against
record.
one ref, and him and like they've called him. That's his nemesis. I don't know why they gave him a
Whoa.
game 6 with Scott Foster.
Nah, but they lost 3 before that, so you can't
No,
use
I'll
that.
be honest
yeah.
with you. I'll be honest with you. I think he choked, regardless. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong.
And you're a
But
Phoenix fan,
No,
just so everyone knows.
Wait,
I'm a Phoenix fan,
Wait,
yeah.
didn't Chris Paul play good in that game?
Where's your
What is
jersey
he looking
there?
for?
Wait,
Email.
wait. Chris Paul played well in that game, didn't he?
No, bro.
It was.
He turned up in the last 15 minutes.
Look, there's
Yeah.
playing well, and like living up to the occasion where like matching Giannis. You have to match someone if you want to play at that level.
Okay,
you know, to actually win a
game,
championship.
In that game, yeah, on the Phoenix Suns, who was the best player on the court?
Booker,
there?
100%. There's
Wait, how did no in that
Google-
last game though?
in the last game.
In that last
no,
game,
in the last
it
game,
wasn't. It was Chris
wasn't-
Paul.
It was Mikal Bridges actually. What he did to Drew Holiday,
I'm trying to
and then
see.
he was hitting all
Yeah,
his shots
ma-
initially.
Mhm.
Honestly, if we're not going by points and statistics and that,
No,
Yeah.
you can't. You got a loss. It doesn't
I
matter
would
if you
say
get.
Mikal Bridges played the best. But
Mhm.
the thing is with Chris Paul, you know his ceiling. When you compare his abilities
Mhm.
to what he did, I don't know. I can't really. I say he choked because did you see what he did against Clippers in the last game? 43 points. He had
that's
his
true.
way,
That's
bro.
true, yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh,
42,
he
43 exactly.
slapped the
I know.
Clippers.
No, but he did what he wanted.
I know.
He did what he,
Yeah.
he's like, guard me, I'm still gonna hit this three. Guard me, I'm still gonna drive. I'm gonna hit that top of the key, the elbow. What he did against the Nuggets.
Mhm.
So you know his threshold. And then you seen him against in the last, I think it was the last 4 games.
Yeah,
In the last 4 games, bro, it was like I would rather have Payne on the field than him.
yeah. But the thing is also
How crazy is that?
But it's also a team game as well. Like Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton didn't show up to that last
Nah,
game.
bro, the last
You get
game,
me?
alright, but Devin Booker can't keep showing up by himself.
And Chris Paul's the
It's
leader.
not enough.
If
Chris
any-
Paul is the leader.
So again, Chris Paul is the leader.
It's his
He's-
team.
He's the general. He
Yeah.
runs the floor. This type of thing, yeah. But it's a team effort at the end of the day, type of thing. Don't get me wrong. Giannis had an amazing game, and he won the whole series by himself. Technically, in that last game, when he took the whole team on his shoulders.
He won the last game, but not.
Yeah,
I'm
the
not
last
saying the whole
game,
series.
The whole
yeah,
series.
the
That
whole
last
season,
game, he
the
won
whole
them the series
series.
though.
Yeah.
The
No,
whole
he won them the
series was,
series
yeah.
in that last game though. 50 points in the game. Who was the
Yeah,
highest
half the
scoring
te-
after
half
him?
the-
17,
He scored half the team's
Middleton,
points.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah. But what I'm trying to say about the Chris Paul thing, type of
Abdi
thing.
Middleton.
Yeah.
Shout out.
That's what Kazo, they were just 10.
Mafa Hunter.
But DeAndre Ayton and what's his name, Devin Booker didn't show up as well. And the whole time they've been winning as a team. You know what I mean? That 43-point game you're talking about, that was just a one-off good game for
When
Chris
you
Paul
watch-
type
when
of
you-
thing.
when you-
Chris Paul, when he plays well, he doesn't score a lot, bro. That's what I'm saying.
No, you're wrong. When Chris Paul plays, he runs the field. He's hitting 27 and hitting 10.
That's what I'm saying. He's
assists.
not scoring 43
But what
though.
I'm telling you, no, I'm not telling you that he
Yeah.
always does, but I'm telling you this: when Devin Booker was lighting it up,
Mhm.
Chris Paul was nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
Nowhere to be seen, bro. And in the 2 games that they played at Milwaukee,
Yeah.
he was lighting it up. Actually, no, the 1 game at Milwaukee, no
Oh,
one
tight
no one
games.
did good.
yeah.
No one did good in the 3rd game.
Which
Game
game
3.
was that? The
Game
third-
3.
game
Game 3. Nobody played
Oh,
good.
okay, yeah. In
The whole
Milwaukee.
Cam Johnson was probably the best player.
Okay.
Yeah, because he dunked on what's his name on PJ Tucker.
Yeah.
That was a
Dunk.
deadly. That
oh
was a.
my god, bro.
Yeah.
And make sure you put it in this bit right here. Wallah. Put it in between
Bro,
right
wallah,
here.
he bro. But
Yeah,
anyways,
do you see the poster to that?
no.
Okay, I'm gonna frame
Anyways,
something
yeah,
for
yeah,
you. Send you a
throw it
present,
up,
bro.
But yeah, I love Cam Johnson as a player. But
Yeah.
and then you got game 4, and Devin Booker goes, I need to start lighting it up. He starts lighting it up, but his captain isn't rolling, bro.
Yeah, he's general.
When your captain isn't rolling, bro, it's difficult for you to just do things on your own.
That's true.
You're not a 1-man team, especially when the best player.
I'm not
the one-
disagreeing with that 100%.
And then he comes in to game 5
Yeah.
at Phoenix. Bro, what did he score? 38, 36, whatever it was?
Who, Chris?
He scored 30 plus.
Yeah.
No, Devin Booker.
Devin Booker, yeah.
Bro, that game was amazing from him, bro. He was not missing shots.
He played a good game.
He was not missing shots. And then you have
That's still at the end. Drew
CP still not there.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
CP still not
That's
there.
all you ask for Devin Booker. You don't ask for anything more. Mid-30s, beautiful. That's
He
it.
does his bit. He
Yeah,
goes.
that's his
yeah.
game.
And
yeah.
DeAndre Ayton's not rocking. But
Yeah.
this is the thing. DeAndre Ayton's 22. Devin Booker is 24. These are their first final appearances.
But
Your
Is Devin
leaders...
Booker, is Devin Booker 24?
He's 24, yeah.
Wow.
You've got Jay Crowder, who's supposed to be leading. He does what he can, but that's his job.
Jay
His
Crowder's
job
good
is-
though.
His job is 3-and-D. Yeah,
Yeah.
He done what he needed to do. He's
Yeah.
not
That's
a
true.
guy who
Yeah.
overtakes a game.
Yeah.
Chris Paul is that guy. He's supposed to be that guy.
it's missed experience.
You know what I mean?
You know?
And they always talk about how clutch he is and how the way whenever you need him to control a game
Composure.
in the Nuggets games, he showed what he is.
He's a floor
He
general.
showed what he does.
He's a
Yeah,
floor general.
he'll throw it. He'll pretend he's gonna pass to Devin Booker on the wing and all these deadly shooters that they got, and he'll go to the elbow and just crack an easy crack an easy 2. But none of his 2s were falling. None
Yeah.
of his easy 2s
didn't
from the
show.
elbow were falling.
He's been in the league now 16 years, 0 titles.
Yeah.
You know, like,
He's 36 years old.
yeah.
Damn.
So it's like 2005 draft. Like, he's been in the league for quite a bit.
Yeah.
So do you reckon his greatness, see, like Karl Malone, Charles Barkley, we forget about these guys because no rings.
Yeah.
When you at least have 1 ring, you kind of remember. Like
I
Hakeem,
agree
he's just
with
spoke about 2 rings.
Yeah.
That's it. It's not like, oh my God, he's got 5, but Hakeem's like, he's created the legacy for himself. Do you reckon Chris Paul and these kind of players, like, their greatness will be lost because of the amount of championships and titles that they like haven't won?
No and yes. Yeah. Let me start off with
That's
the.
one answer.
Yeah.
I say maybe.
I'll start off with
No one, yes. It's maybe.
it depends. But the thing is, the history books will remember championships regardless, okay? But one thing about championships people forget is, championships doesn't define a player on their own. Do you know what I mean? Because in order to win a championship, it's a team game. Do you get what I mean? When people remember LeBron for his championship at Heat, they're going to remember him, with Dwayne Wade and Bosh. Do you know what I mean? When they remember what's called Kobe, they're going to remember Shaq. Do you know what I mean? When they remember Jordan, they're going to remember Pippen. Do you get what I mean? But does it take away from him? Yes.
Oh, no, I don't think Jordan, everyone goes, oh, Pippen.
No,
I think
Jordan says it himself, though.
No, but the thing is, he needed Pippen. Obviously, Pippen was a big
Jordan
vital
says-
point. But whenever we talk about
Yeah.
the 6 rings, no one ever says Scottie Pippen and Jordan.
Yeah.
Everyone just says
Yeah.
Jordan.
But what I'm trying to say is Jordan says himself, I couldn't have done it without Pippen.
No, I
Yeah.
agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying that when it comes to, for example, Kobe,
Yeah.
he needed Shaq for the first, was it three or
Three.
first
First
three?
three.
Yeah. All right, we get that. That's a complete. And when they say LeBron, because he couldn't do it in Cleveland with whoever he had, he went to the Miami Heat, joined the super
Cole
team,
Korver.
and then everyone goes, yeah, okay, this is because of the super team.
Yeah.
Whenever you say Michael Jordan, no one ever says that, bro. Michael Jordan is the Bulls.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan was the Bulls. Michael Jordan will always be the Bulls.
Mm-hmm.
So no one's gonna ever say Michael Jordan done good because he had Dennis Rodman in the last 3. No one ever says that. No one ever says he had Scottie Pippen to win it for him. He never.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Technically speaking, Michael Jordan's one of those players which you can just separate from their argument as well. You know, because Michael Jordan's just in a field of his own.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
But-
100.
Yeah, but what was the question
There's
again?
going to be a lot of LeBron haters on here.
Say
But,
again.
Like,
I love LeBron. I'm a number 1 LeBron fan. You're the number 1 LeBron hater, bro.
But
This guy can't
and
stand
now LeBron
LeBron.
lovers them.
Hey, by
Okay.
the way, everyone in the comments give us some hate for hating LeBron, bro.
Hey, so should we measure greatness by championships, titles?
To me, yeah, no, 100%. But let me hear
Yeah,
you.
no.
Yeah, no. What?
What does that mean?
Just
say,
say-
maybe. Say the word after me.
I said no. You
So
can't.
So we shouldn't measure.
You shouldn't. What do you call it? Measure. Stumbling on my words out. Green leather, red leather, green leather. You shouldn't measure greatness by just championships alone. That type of thing. That's what I'm trying to
That's
say.
your
Okay.
opinion.
Who's the greatest player in the NBA?
Right now?
Yeah.
Right now?
Like
No.
playing.
Sorry, of all time. Who's the greatest player of all time?
Jordan.
Yeah,
Easy.
for me, Jordan, yeah.
Bill Russell had the most championships.
I know.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
I know.
with you.
But
That's what I'm
but
trying to say.
if you're
Like,
gonna-
it's not a fair comparison
Yeah.
towards greatness. Do you know what I mean?
But it's like,
Tell me your
yeah,
opinion.
you
now.
kind of have to use greatness because if not, Russell Westbrook getting a triple double would mean he's the best player. Like,
Yeah.
when he's in the league, everyone said this guy is the best player. Oh my God, he has to
No
get.
one ever said he's the best
No,
player.
but he had to get MVP.
No,
Yeah.
some have. Some have.
People,
A lot of
yeah,
people do.
people said he's the best player in the league right now because of like the way he's playing.
No one's ever
In
said
form.
Russell Westbrook is the best player while LeBron's playing.
I know, but I'm saying form-wise, MVP.
Yeah.
He's the man. He's the face of the
Okay,
league.
yeah.
If he got MVP because of triple double.
He done it
Yeah.
all, yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
The next
and he
year
carried
he-
his team to a playoff which they shouldn't have been gone
yeah.
to.
And the next year he averaged triple double, didn't get MVP.
Yeah.
How many good players right now are there in the NBA? Like with the titles, like okay, you got
Lillard.
LeBron. No, like the
Doesn't have
LeBron, KD, Kawhi, Giannis, like the top 4. You know, Kawhi had 1 title at the Spurs, and then now with the Raptors, that's it. But we still measure his great. Still call him great, even though he didn't have the titles. So it's player performance. But if you're talking about the greatest, you have to put titles in. That's why we talk about Floyd. That's why we talk about Tom Brady. That's why we talk about Jordan. It's
Yeah.
titles because
Uh-huh.
that's when it matters. That's why we talk bad about Chris Paul because when
Yeah.
it matters, they couldn't stand up to the occasion.
I agreed. That's why I said the yes and no thing. It's not entirely it, but it adds a massive factor to
It
it.
does. Yeah.
Chris Paul is an amazing player. He's a great player. At 36 years old, he takes a young Phoenix team to the NBA finals. Do you get what I mean? But the fact that he didn't win the finals, bro, no one cares in the history books. In 50 years, no one's going to say he took Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton to the finals. That type of thing.
I think.
But it's not a be-all, end-all.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Bill Russell thing. Do you get what I mean? But yeah.
I think that accolades bring you to the table, but they don't actually they don't win it for you. So I reckon that conversations about, for example, Steve Nash, yeah, no one really talks about Steve Nash too much. You know, everyone says, oh yeah, he was amazingly technically gifted. He was a freak.
Yeah.
He was a freak when you ever watch him.
He is
But
beast.
no one's gonna ever say him or John Stockton are better than Steph Curry. You know that? As a point guard. They'll never ever rank them two over Steph Curry. For what reason?
But before Steph,
For what reason though? Because they don't have the rings to prove it.
but I reckon Steph Curry. But then it's
No, I
Steph-
know
yeah.
that Steph. But what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
Land your point.
yeah, go
Steph
ahead.
Curry's a better player. Like either way, titles or no titles,
Yeah.
just being able to hit 400 threes and unanimous MVP, he was going to become better than them.
You know what I mean?
Regardless of titles or not, just because Steph Curry changed the league.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
the
sure.
impact. Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine trying to get a job, yeah, and then they tell you what experience do you have, and they're asking for 3 years experience.
Yeah.
Which doesn't add up. It's like you're not
Yeah.
that guy, pal. Trust me.
Yeah.
You're not that guy. You're not that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is what it like. That's the way it is. You can't. It's like saying, yeah, bro. Back in the day, I'm not. This is not a shout out particular guy that used to be on the podcast. Back in the day, I used to be really good at soccer. I used to play NPL. Da, da, da. And then like, where's the evidence of how good you were? You know, like where's the trophies? Where's the video? Where's the people need evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can't just go based off
why-
of word.
It's why Sir Charles from Philadelphia, will never ever have a conversation with Shaq, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know? But anything Sir Charles says to Shaq, will never ever matter. Do you get me? He goes, oh, blah, blah, you have no hair, or you're fat, you're this, How many rings you got?
That's all he says, bro. It's his
Yeah.
best.
That's it.
How about you? What do you
Exactly.
reckon?
I think titles is like the cherry on top for greatness, like for athletes.
Mhm.
So when you asked that question, obviously I thought football straight away.
Mhm.
I thought of Messi just winning the Copa America just now, and I felt like that was like the cherry on top for his career to just solidify his greatness.
Bro,
That's the goat, yeah?
Yeah,
Explain to
100%.
Yeah,
explain
yeah.
to me one thing, because obviously I don't watch soccer like that, Why
Don't
was
shake your
it,
head,
why was
he
it
is.
such a big thing for Messi to win the international cup or whatever?
Because for like obviously soccer players, there's the club aspect, club career, and international. And internationals, I could say it's a lot more harder because it's not as often. They don't play as often. The tournaments, like you obviously
You don't get to pick your team as well.
you don't. Yeah, exactly.
Well,
You obviously
international?
yeah.
Obviously, you can pick the players, but they have to be from your country.
So I
You
think
can't
it's
go cherry pick Eto from Cameroon and say he's Argentinian.
And
You know
I
what
think
I
there's
mean?
just a lot more at stake in those tournaments like the World Cup. Like the World Cup is just it's a lot harder to win a World Cup than a Champions League for sure.
100%.
So then you see Ronaldo and Messi dominating in their club careers, and then it comes to international. Ronaldo won one like four years ago, whatever.
Portugal, yeah?
Yeah, so he won one.
That's why Ronaldo is the greatest player of all time.
Yeah,
get
but
lost.
you know, another thing is Portugal have no expectations. Like that team,
Yeah.
and in general, Portugal is like Scotland. It's like some random team that are just in the tournament, have 1 or 2 good players, you know.
Yeah.
But Argentina actually have like 5, 6 good players that are at
Not
top.
recently, but
Yeah,
back in the day, yeah.
But Messi's been at peak for 12 years. So
No, I know what you
his
mean.
team actually had players that are one of the best strikers in the world, one of the best midfielders. So his team's built around like, and other teams that like there's Copa America, which is like the Euros,
Yeah.
and South America should be able to win, but
Yeah.
instead teams like Chile won.
Win.
And
yeah.
Messi is like the
Chile.
name, so it's like why can't he do it on international level?
Yeah.
And Maradona, who's like obviously from the same country, and everyone talks about
Won
him
a
and
World
stuff,
Cup.
won a World Cup. So it's
Yeah.
like he won the highest, and Messi can't win anything. So it's like
That's
he's
true.
and he's only played for Barcelona. So Ronaldo's played for multiple different teams and done well, multiple different leagues. So 3 different leagues, he's killed the Champions League, whatever, top goal scorer. Messi's one team that was built around him with amazing players around him. So that's
you're
why.
telling me in the most iconic episode we'll talk about the greatest blah 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 player of all time in football. Some of you guys had Messi in there.
What?
Well,
Like
he's-
Messi has the greatest player of all time, yet he can't win an international cup.
No. Let me just. I'll develop on it.
no, but
'cause
that,
I was previous.
go ahead.
No,
previously-
No, he started this story. I want to hear it.
No, I'm saying previously, I used to be a guy, and Ashraf even knows this. I used to say, no way, I'm not going to hear it from anyone. Messi is not the greatest player. I'd rather say Ronaldo.
So
because of how
Ronaldo is
much-
your greatest?
He was, not anymore.
Who is
Messi is now. Messi is 100%.
Just because of one title.
No, not because of one title.
He came back to
But you
top
have to
league.
understand something. Listen. You have to understand something, yeah? As a person who, doesn't hate Messi, but loves Ronaldo more than Messi, you're hoping and praying to God he never gets anything in international to kind of shut you up in that regard, yeah? And not only did he do that, bro, he won the Golden Boot for the tournament, and he won Best Player of the tournament. So you can't.
But
There's
even,
no way
so
tiptoeing around
but even
this.
more than that, not even just goals and assists. Yeah, there's all these.
Love it. I
There's-
love it.
There's all these stats here of Euros. Sorry, bro. So like, there's a whole list of like most dribbles, most shots taken, most like chances created.
Yeah.
It has the Euros, obviously all different players from different countries, bro. Copa America's all Messi.
Yeah.
Because he played the most games. But you're saying now,
As a Ronaldo fan.
no, but I like Ronaldo more, but I know Messi's the GOAT.
Alhamdulillah.
Messi's a better soccer player, but I like Ronaldo because I resonate more with the hard work in the aspect of you can physically develop your body to be able to be a peak athlete. That's what Messi is like. My dribbling is never going to be as good as Messi's, but I can maybe get my leap like Ronaldo's. I can maybe get my strength, you know, my speed. So that's like, I can work towards it. If not, you look at Messi and say, mashallah. You see Ronaldo's like, I can attain that. So that's why I like to resonate with Ronaldo as a player. But you're saying now, just because of one title.
No, but I'm saying this is the thing. My argument for Ronaldo being the GOAT was already flimsy. My thing that I clinched to the most was the fact that he had never won anything with his country. Now you're telling me that I can't even lie to myself anymore.
But Copa America would push you over the edge.
Listen, but this is the thing, bro. It's not that he won Copa America. It's that he took his team to winning a Copa America. He won it for them, bro. Let's be honest. Oh, and Martinez. Sorry.
Yeah. Now, this is just your opinion. This is just your opinion. But and I'm just trying to resonate with your thinking that sport titles put you over the line.
This is the reason why, yeah? Because you know the way you clinch onto something for the longest time. For me, it was Giannis didn't deserve those 2 MVPs. Yeah, for example, for the longest time,
Both?
I was saying the whole time, bro. I was like, come on, bro, this guy can't shoot a free throw. This guy's, you know what I mean? I was one of those guys, yeah. And then you're like, bro, you got guys like Steph Curry who can do it with his eyes closed, and you know what I mean? He can shoot from anywhere, and this guy can't even shoot a jump shot. All he can do is dunk. And when he was playing against the Nets, remember me and you were laughing because they're like, bro, he would drive, and then because somebody blocked the lane, he goes backwards.
Yeah.
He puts it in reverse, and then he tries to drive again. I was like, nah, bro, this guy is terrible, bro. You know?
Yeah.
And then you seen what he done in the last
He turned it around.
in the finals, yeah. And he kind of like, there's just that championship, like he just switched.
But on Giannis, for example, he's got 2 MVPs. KD's got 1. Kawhi's got 0. He got MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. Hakeem did that, and MJ did that. So only 2 other players to do that.
Yeah.
Giannis isn't on Hakeem's level. He's not on MJ's level. He's not better than KD, and he's got 2 titles. So one performance, it doesn't matter how high of a level, 50 points, not taken away, he won a championship.
Yeah.
Honestly, respect. He deserves MVP, but to be on the level of Hakeem,
No, but what I'm
and
saying
he's not better than KD, he's not better than MJ.
Championship took him to the table.
But
you understand what I'm saying?
He's right.
It took him to the table.
Yeah.
You know,
But it doesn't justify 2 seasons.
Pippen was, sorry to cut you off, bro.
Go ahead, bro.
But Pippen was just saying last year, yeah, the only thing that's missing from Giannis is like his level, like his accolades or whatever. Like he's just Giannis in general compared to every other players. Was the conversation about can he win an NBA championship?
Can he take that team that he's stuck
And
with?
guess what he did, bro? He got offered a super extension, the super max contract
Yeah.
or whatever. Do you know what I mean? He could have gone anywhere he wanted. Guess what he said? I'm loyal to the Milwaukee Bucks, yeah? And I'm going to stay and I'm going to win a championship. What did he do, bro? He came through with it.
Next season,
Yeah?
yeah.
And
So you can't write him off, bro.
Yeah.
You can't write him off
But
like
I'm just
that.
saying the pedestal that he's on, because obviously it was an amazing performance, and you
Yeah.
have to give him credit. But just the pedestal that he's on, I don't like that he got MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in the same year. I don't like that he has two MVPs.
Why, do you not like Giannis?
No, but for example, how good's KD?
Amazing.
When was the last time LeBron won MVP? 2013.
Wow.
8 years?
Yeah.
Come on, fam. How can this guy win back
He's
to
won
back?
it like 10 times in between in all those
MVPs?
years. Yeah, well, he didn't win it, but MVP.
But 8 years he hasn't won it. KD
think-
hasn't
yeah,
won it in
I
7.
think- I think-
Kawhi's never won it.
Yeah.
It's just, you know what I'm talking about?
That's
I just have so much respect for these guys who are at the top of their game. And for this guy to come, and obviously we say he's a regular season player prior to this game, and just win both Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Like Draymond's Defensive Player of the Year, he should have won it over Rudy Gobert one of those years. He's won it once. Now Giannis is on the same level.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Draymond Green, 73 and 9.
You have to watch, bro. Giannis is a beast.
No, I'm saying,
defensively.
but-
He's a beast.
I'm saying
bro.
Rudy Gobert won it 3 times.
Who blocks a dunk? Name me more than
Bro,
5 players that have blocked dunks.
Okay,
Giannis is an
let me
amazing
tell you.
defender.
Besides Jarrett Allen on LeBron, which is crazy, but come on, carry on.
Let me tell you this: Draymond Green got a triple double, but not even getting 10 points.
Yeah, I know, I heard of that.
He
That's
could have got a
insane.
quadruple double. Only one other player in history got a quadruple double, and he got it twice. Okay, Draymond Green could have got it. 8 blocks, 8 steals. Draymond Green's actually one of the only. He was the first player to be able to defend 5 positions
But imagine doing
effectively.
that. Imagine doing something similar to that, but with 50 points. Do you
But
understand
you're
what
talking
I'm
about one
saying?
game. I'm
now,
just
now
saying.
you're comparing two different things. Though. You're comparing
No,
two
but
different
what I'm
things.
saying is,
Yeah.
How many blocks did Giannis have in the finals? In the last game 6?
Oh, there was
I don't know
tons.
exactly.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
I'm
Bro.
pretty sure it's double digits.
So many game-saving plays he made.
Yeah,
And then on the other end, he sealed the game for him.
he did.
You
Nah,
understand what I'm
he's
saying?
on a pedestal for a reason. He won, like, you know.
He's
I'm
at
just
the
saying.
table. He's
But
not,
Yeah.
but Ashraf,
I'm
what
not saying
side?
he's with Jordan and what's it called?
Yeah.
Nah.
But he's kind of reached that next level.
He's
You know,
technically
he's around Kevin Durant
he's-
now and Kawhi Leonard and all that.
yeah, technically he was always at the table, but this just cemented his
Yeah.
spot, like actually at the table.
Yeah.
But bro, there's you know what they say? There's certain things that are not equivalent to other things. Like for example, yeah, if you get a block, yeah, if you get a block in the game and I got a block in the game, there's no difference. We both got blocks. But also the timing of that certain action matters. Do you get what I mean? LeBron's block against Iguodala in that 2016 championship, yeah, that's not like any other block, bro. Do you get what I mean?
It's equal to 10.
Second, it's bro, it saved them the series, bro.
Yeah.
They won
Literally,
them the
it's-
game.
it's-
They won them the game.
It,
Yeah,
it saved
100%.
almost like you could say like his legacy as well, type of thing. Yeah, same thing with like Giannis. Giannis was playing both ends of the floor when he blocked DeAndre Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton's dunk should have gone in.
That's a
Yeah,
two-way
almost
player.
impossible that
But
he
you
did
know,
that.
back to the greatness with titles, because obviously you spoke about Messi and stuff. You talk about how Bill Russell's 11, no one talks about it. Obviously, he's in the 60s.
Yeah,
we
it's
didn't have film with Bill Russell. There was like 8 teams in the league.
and
but
he's playing
pick-
against all white guys,
so-
bro.
But film,
So, but talking about it, like compared to that, we said
Love
MJ's
Bill
got 6, Magic's got 5, Kareem's got 5, Tim Duncan's got 5, Kobe's got 5, Shaq's got 4, LeBron's got 4. Why is LeBron spoken about number 2 when these 5 beasts have 5 titles?
These guys are abusing LeBron right now.
I-
This
No,
is
no, no,
the
no, no.
biggest-
well,
No,
I really
but
didn't
I'm
get the
saying-
question.
Like you said, greatness
Yeah.
measured by titles. With Messi, how Messi's Copa America made him the GOAT because of him now winning at international level.
Has that cemented him now?
That's how's the argument. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
okay.
So
By
how?
majority, yeah.
It
Yeah,
has,
see,
it has.
that's what everyone's saying. Why isn't Tim Duncan's 5? You know, Kareem's 5, Magic's 5, Kobe's 5. Putting him. Why is LeBron, after winning 2, known as the second best of all
His-
time?
his
So tell me,
ability-
Two.
His ability,
like number 2,
no,
like
no, his-
MJ, the number 2.
his ability on the field is unmatched. That's what they're trying to say. I think what we're doing wrong is you're measuring it by championships in that.
No, I'm just asking you because
No,
you
he's
said
saying
I know what you
Messi,
mean. I know what
yeah.
you mean. It sounds hypocritical,
Yeah.
but it's completely different.
Yeah.
It's like, how do I say it? It's all situational. Everything has to be situational. Like, for example, if we're going based off statistics and that, someone who shoots free throws, yeah, you look at their free throw percentage, for example, like Curry's like 95 or whatever it is. You know, the way you have to miss a free throw to maybe save a game for your team, that knocks down your percentage. Like what I'm saying is that there's certain things that you can't, that they're innumerable to a team.
Exactly.
Like, you
That-
can't really like.
They have
can't
more
really-
value.
So there's no stats that can, give it justice to your point.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So there's no statistics that can give justice what LeBron does on a field.
It's like that block in
besides-
that 2016 championship. Do you get what I mean? To be able to go from the offense to the defense in that small amount of time just shows how great of a player it is. Any other player might have buckled in that situation.
Or fouled as well.
Yeah,
fouled.
true. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Not many people can do
Well,
that.
that's actually true. Foul as well. That's a big one.
So you guys are
Wow.
saying
The points would have went through.
you're saying winning isn't everything then. Titles isn't everything. It's also about the eye test and performance.
Situational.
Im-
See,
like impact.
if it's to put somebody over the line to be the GOAT like Messi, then it is. The only reason why, because don't get me wrong, even now, I love Ronaldo more than Messi. I'm similar
Yeah,
to
like-
Ashraf.
yeah.
I love Ronaldo more than Messi,
Hey,
150%.
3. I'd be in that conclusion.
Yeah, because I reckon, like soccer wise, obviously Messi has it over him, but ability wise, the ability to header, to kick with both, to score with both feet, to score from anywhere. He was a winger at one stage. He had those moves. He had the moves at Man United, yeah. And then what happened? I think he got an injury and he had to adjust his game
Slight injuries, but then it's also just with age as well.
with age as well.
Yeah.
Messi doesn't have that problem.
No, he doesn't. He never had the problem because
He's not a human
you
being,
can't
bro.
compare his ability to anyone else and just the impact he makes on the field.
But he's winning everything. Tom Brady's 7 Super Bowls. Now he's arguably the GOAT of all sports.
Yeah.
But literally just because of Super Bowls, and half the work for winning a Super Bowl is done when he's not even on the pitch. You know, it's a 2-team sport. Like you have an offense and a defensive team. So it's like, how can this guy now be known as the GOAT of all sports by straight just winning? It's not because performance. There's way better quarterbacks than him. Everyone knows this. He's not the best quarterback ever.
Yeah.
But just because of winning. So is that situational as well?
I think it's because there's no coincidence that every team that he's been on has won. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, what's the common denominator between the 7 championships? Not the who did he have?
Yeah.
Who did he have that stayed with him for all 7?
No, Gronk had 4.
Gronk,
Do
okay.
you understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
I know
what
what
they're
you
trying to say is that you can't attribute it to somebody else because he took his talents
Yeah.
to every team and he weathered every storm basically. He went through, for example, Mahomes' challenge this season. Yeah, so Mahomes comes through. Everyone's like, nah, bro. He's gonna prove to you why you're not the GOAT, and he's gonna overtake you now. He solidified it at that age, doing what he did,
And against him as well, wasn't
And
it?
like,
Even
to-
against
him
him
in the
one on one.
He
And
made
I don't think they were favourites as well. I'm pretty
No,
sure.
definitely not.
Chiefs lost one
There you
game this
go.
year.
You guys are nerds if you know NFL like that, wallah.
No. I'm only saying this based off
Yeah.
of the fact that, like, whenever you look at a team, for example, yeah, this is why I said Messi's like the GOAT when it comes to, because he won the Copa America. It's like, if Messi doesn't take his talents to a team where the team hasn't been assembled to specifically cater to his needs, then you can't argue for him being the GOAT. You understand what I'm saying? Like Ronaldo, obviously he didn't play in the Euro final, yeah, and they won and because of that one goal, the what's his name, Eder scored, yeah, and then you go, okay, yeah, but Ronaldo still was a part of that team that led them to that situation, yeah. If you've got Messi going into a team where he can't really choose, like for example, I don't want Di Maria, I'd rather go and get Sancho from England to come in and play because he works with me better with the way I play. That's why you now all of a sudden become the GOAT. You understand what I'm saying? So it's no coincidence that he goes to a team where he can't choose, and he wins with them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why he's good.
Now, I'm getting your opinion now with like championships and greatness.
Yeah.
It's really like situational, but there's always like there's outliers. Like LeBron's been to whatever 9 finals, 10 finals, and obviously him just going to 10 finals can put him above all these other guys.
Yeah.
So regardless of the championships, it's situational looking at it.
And not only
You
that,
know?
like even going to a final and winning a championship doesn't actually add much to your, what do you call it, I guess your resume as well. Hear me out. You might have not even had an impact on that actual championship. You might have been...
McCaw.
Patrick
McCaw. He won 4 straight, yeah?
Yeah.
He got, no, 3 straight. He
Yeah.
won Golden State and then Toronto.
Yeah. But think about it though, yeah. You might have not had an impact on that actual like championship ring, green leather, red leather. that championship ring, yet you still won an actual thing. You know what I mean? But you might have, like for example, the Iguodala comment we were speaking about before. Do you get what I mean? Even though he defended LeBron like that and he held him to just 35, he still had a massive impact on that game. Do you know what I mean? LeBron could have easily run an absolute mark, yeah? Did he score 30?
No, I'm going to check the average just so we don't get abused by TikTok.
It's true
You know what
because
they said?
Low's blood.
I remember there was like a report or something like that. It's like, oh, he held him it was because of Iguodala that they held him to like 41 points. Yeah. And then the next game, LeBron, 41 points again. That guy's different.
See, I was speaking about greatness and like a legend. Is it just? It's pretty much champions. Like having that record.
What's a legend? What's a legend?
I think it's having that nice record, like Tom
Yeah.
Brady 7, MJ 6. 6-0. Everyone talks about.
Yeah.
I think that makes you a legend.
I say
Yeah,
in
yeah.
terms of like the sport in general,
Yeah,
like
like-
people near his.
See, like Giannis, when they
Records.
show the list now of everything he's done, just having that list. It's like Charles Barkley compared to Giannis now.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
There's difference between
Giannis is
greatness.
going to go down as a top 15 player of all time, bro.
Okay.
100%.
Yeah.
LeBron isn't near 30 points, let's be honest. But it's 29.7 average, 11.3 rebounds, 8.9 assists.
Shooting percentage.
Bro, that should be James's job there. I mean, Charlie, whatever is it? Jamie. That's
Jamie,
Jamie's
yes.
job, bro.
Yeah.
Why are you doing that stat checking and all that kind of stuff?
Too busy.
Hey, Jamie, bring it up. Hey,
But you have a laptop.
We're switching between sports. He's not that.
He's giving. Hey, no, seriously, another thing as well, which I was going to speak about. Yeah. Some people, I hate them for this, bro. Recency bias, bro. I really hate recency bias.
Prisoner of the moment.
Yeah.
Like recency bias, as in like someone will do something amazing. It's like Devin Booker might win the first round of the playoffs or something
One of
like
the best
that.
shooting guards of all time.
All time, or like he got what do you call it, compared to Kobe or something like that.
Exactly what I was saying.
I switched the camera to that.
Hey, relax, yeah. I've been a Bucks fan
No,
since 2018.
Not you. I'm saying the hype about
Like
his
about-
legacy.
like about
yeah.
Giannis,
about
Yeah.
people bringing him in the conversation with Jordan and that.
So you know what the
because
first
he's just
conversation?
done what he
I don't
did.
think anyone's voting with Jordan, but just even.
Nah, that's
No,
true.
but not Jordan.
I know what you mean.
but I
Yeah.
gave an example.
Yeah.
So,
They're
so,
jumping the
so
gun.
they're jumping the gun. The conversation that started after Giannis won his first ever championship was, is he the best player in the NBA at the moment? You know what I mean? Where does he rank? Is he better than Kevin Durant? Do you know what I mean? Because we can easily agree the top 3 NBA players are LeBron,
Go.
Kevin
Say-
Durant,
Go.
and Giannis. Not in that order.
What'd you say? What'd you say? Say it again.
You're first of all not even putting LeBron in your top 10. I already know
Right,
you.
he's number
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
He's number
Nah,
one.
yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Okay, beautiful.
What?
You actually put
Now,
LeBron as number one.
current-
Yeah, like he's the best player. Like, what can you do to stop him?
What you mean current?
Yeah, like as a player, then but then
Okay,
you put KD
the question.
second.
Let me
and
word the
then-
question. Let me word the question. Okay.
Astaghfirullah
Yeah.
al-Azim.
This is for TikTok. All right. Currently in the NBA, since Giannis has won his like first ever ring, yeah, who is the face of the NBA? All right. Who's the best player in the NBA currently?
Giannis isn't even in the top 3.
Wow. Okay.
Because even that,
Name your top 3. Name
exactly
your top
why you don't want. You just spoke about 2 minutes ago. Prisoner of the moment.
3.
Do not put one title, or one championship.
Don't change my
In-
words.
in
I
the-
said
no-
recency bias.
Recency bias. Don't pretend. Okay, he won the title. This is a year from now.
Yeah.
What did KD do? You know, unbelievable.
KD
the
jumped
su-
ship to,
joined the
a,
super
to a
team.
very good team.
But KD is the best shooter. There's no way to
but
stop him.
KD, there's no.
Of all time.
He went there and became
He's the best
he was-
shooter of all time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give him his respect. Who you putting above that?
Curry.
I mean, like actual, like proper,
Yeah,
like
all around. There's
like-
nothing KD
like-
can't do, and there's nothing anyone
like
could
true
do.
shooter type of thing.
Oh, you mean like nah, I know what you mean. I know.
But
Yeah.
I'd put
On
I'd
KD.
put Kawhi in that top 3.
Say again?
I'd put Kawhi in that top
Sorry,
3.
let me reword that. Scorer, sorry.
Yeah.
Let me reword that.
Scorer, yeah.
Yeah. Curry's the best shooter of all time. KD is the best scorer of all time. But go, continue.
So what's MJ?
Say again?
What's MJ and
Yeah,
Kobe?
finish your top
Go.
3. Finish
Go.
your top
Yeah,
3.
simple.
It's LeBron, KD, Kawhi. You can pick the
LeBron?
KD then Kawhi. Because Kawhi's two-way player, 50, 40, 90, 2 titles, 2 different teams. Defensively, there's no one better
What
than him
about
in the league. He shoots, but the guy literally shoots 50% from 3. He's
Yeah.
literally 50, 50, 90 player when he's, obviously injuries and stuff like that, but he's too good to not.
I
You
don't have
can't
to
put recency bias with Giannis.
Yeah, 100%.
Wow.
If you
Who's
actually-
your top 3? Go.
No, we'll go around like that. We'll go around like that.
Who's your top
But
3?
also,
Go.
Kawhi's a good
I
mention.
want
You know
to
why
abuse
Kawhi's
someone today.
You know
I
why
wanna
Kawhi's a
abuse
very, very
someone
good
today.
mention? Because Kawhi was able to go from the Raptors to another team and have that same effect. Like, he's not one of those guys where, go from, the Raptors to whatever.
Clippers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some players, bro, they just, it's like the legend thing we're talking about, like greatness, you know what I mean? They're able to switch teams. I guess you were saying that about Ronaldo, the comparison before. Even on different teams that's not really suited towards him, he can still make a massive impact. Do you get what I mean?
No one in the league wants to verse Kawhi. So every single person knows this. No one in the league wants to verse
And
Kawhi.
you know what a funny
That
thing
guy
about-
is.
You see with all this recency bias, where the hell's Kawhi's name, bro? Everyone's just put him aside, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, this, that, you know?
Bro, he turned around the season against the Jazz, bro. When he goes, it's time for me to rock up. He rocked up, bro.
Yeah.
He didn't score like 40 or something like that.
The guys,
Double check, please, before I get abused.
But,
Jamie.
But go on, Ali.
Sorry, but I still love that moment, bro, when Kawhi hit that buzzer beater against 76.
I know where I was.
I can keep
I know
watching
where
that,
I was.
bro.
Bro, like this, bro.
That was
amazing,
That
bro.
was
How
the
does that
end of
happen?
Ben Simmons, bro. That was the end of Ben Simmons. Yeah, hold on.
After that, he went straight to Kendall.
Check how much Kawhi scored in game 4, game 3. Game 3
But
Okay,
go
so
say-
I'll- the top three.
against the Jazz.
Ashraf got me thinking, bro. So, LeBron's number 1
Yeah.
for me.
Now, even
surp-
after his ankle injury,
I'm surprised you're saying LeBron.
It's just because you're not talking about right now
you're talking
performance.
about like overall.
Yeah, I'm
He's-
saying overall.
He's in the league.
Yeah, yeah. His
100%.
catalog is
Like, he
number
has
one,
to
yeah.
be.
Yeah.
That's not true. That's not true.
Hey, yo,
Kawhi
yo,
did not
yo.
get 65 points.
Yo.
We can't even get a fact check.
Hey, anyone want to join? We got a recency vacancy.
We need a Jamie.
Man's
then
never
game
hit
4?
50 points in his career.
Game 4, check game 4.
He has a
Check game 4 as well.
Sorry, go.
No, this is good. It's giving me time to think.
Yeah.
So yeah, LeBron's number 1. I'd have to say KD's number 2.
Yeah.
Even though they joined super teams, but
Just
still.
copy him.
No, I'm thinking because I need to be a bit biased, bro.
31 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals.
Average 30 points, basically. So he just took
That's,
over.
that's pretty good, yeah.
Because what you said, what was the term? Something bias.
Recency bias, yeah.
Yeah, I'm living it. That's why.
Yeah.
As
You
a
can put
Bucks-
Giannis
as a
in your
Bucks
third?
fan, that's why.
Just say Giannis is 3, bro.
No,
No,
but I'm
one's going to abuse you for it.
I'm not thinking about that.
Social
You said
pressure.
Giannis is 1,
Look,
people would support you.
Look, honestly,
Steph Curry's number 3.
look,
Steph
honestly,
Curry.
no,
Steph Curry.
Kawhi's number 3,
Yeah.
but then Giannis is on the verge.
So
Yeah.
They're coming.
Giannis is better than Steph Curry.
Yeah, at the moment.
Well, he just won a
Doesn't
championship.
matter. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. 73-9 doesn't matter.
I
but-
got you,
Look, bro, I don't know enough stats at basketball. Yeah, I don't know
Hey,
enough
go-
stats, bro.
What, my top 3?
Yeah.
There you go. He's gonna say CP3.
No. It's
Devin Booker, bro.
not even my top
Because
10.
he's better than Kobe.
Hey, bro,
go.
you'll never know, man. But
Hey, by the way, if Suhail doesn't keep his Phoenix jersey, the one that, did you order it?
Haven't ordered that, bro. I don't have it available, bro. Anyone who has the Valley jersey, bro, you have to send it to me. It has to be
The
legit.
Valley
But
boys.
I'm not. I don't know how fake fugazi stuff, but I reckon my top three would be. I want to ask you a question.
No.
If Giannis wins another chip next season, and he does what he did in this final series, would you chuck him above Kawhi?
Depends on if Kawhi has another performance like his Clippers season, you can easily put.
No,
but
he's talking about Giannis.
yeah, no, I'm just saying you can easily put him on top. You know, even putting Giannis third isn't a bad shout. Even putting Steph Curry third, because what Steph Curry has done to league. Any of those guys pick and choose, it's not wrong.
Can
It's
I
not
cater
wrong.
this to what I like
Don't
in
em-
watching?
don't
or
even-
are we just going to call it by accolades? Yeah. Are we
No,
going to
no,
call
you-
it by
you-
It's up to
career?
you. It's your
Yeah.
list. Like,
Because I
that's what I
love,
was-
in all honesty, I love players like Klay Thompson, but I wouldn't put him in my top three because obviously, like,
he's not
Yeah,
that
if you put
level,
him
yeah.
there,
Bro, if you bring,
no.
if you bring Klay Thompson to the conversation,
No, listen,
bro,
listen. Don't chat shit, bro. Don't
Go,
chat shit.
we get dollar third. Go.
Listen, Iguodala's still good. No, obviously, I'm going to say.
in that case, I'll have Draymond Green then.
No. Honestly, though, I would say, yeah, like top three.
Yeah,
I would put Curry over Kawhi Leonard, though. I'd put him third.
beautiful.
100% understandable.
Yeah.
So KD and LeBron, and then
So what-
Steph.
KD, LeBron,
Yeah,
Steph.
Steph. The only reason I don't even
You
put
put
Steph
KD number one?
KD number two.
Yeah.
KD number two. Nah, because, bro, LeBron, what he's done over his career is just
Yeah.
unmatched, especially now.
Yeah.
Unless Durant can somehow decide to go to a Detroit Pistons and take them to an NBA Finals.
No, there's
Yeah,
rumor.
do something
There's
crazy.
rumor he's gone back to OKC.
Here.
There's
Oh,
rumor.
wait,
Kat.
wait,
He
go
said
back
there's
there, bro.
rumor.
Cupcake.
There's rumor that like he's trying to have like the decision type of thing. I'm trying to take my. He's trying to go back and
Take his
return
talents.
to go back to where he originally started and
That's-
actually.
Yeah, Seattle.
If he does,
Should just make it Seattle now.
if he
bro.
actually does, that would be mint, bro.
Yeah,
Okay, see, we
top,
need
top
that.
three.
Who knows? Sam Presti might be saving all those draft picks just to get Kevin.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
This is
Allah,
the- this is the theory.
This is the theory.
OKC theory.
Why would you want to get an outdated Kevin Durant?
He's not outdated.
You just
He
had him
will
as
be
number
by
two.
then. No, but by then he'll be
Nah.
outdated.
All they need
bro.
is one season. He'll carry them, and then he'll go on top of LeBron.
Hey, what? Why would you do anything?
Would you do a straight trade for LeBron for Giannis? Would you
Don't
do
put me
that?
on the
Would you
spot.
do it or not?
LeBron and Giannis.
Nah, I wouldn't.
Would you
Yes.
switch him now?
Giannis
Yes.
is 26.
Yes, I
bro.
would.
Who's on the way down? Who's on the
I
way
would.
up?
I would switch Giannis and LeBron.
I wouldn't, bro.
Would you?
Durant
would.
is one Achilles injury away from being finished.
Durant already had his Achilles.
No, but I'm saying another one. I'm saying if he has a second
The
What
way
are
he
the
came back
chances
from his
of-
injury, it didn't look
No,
like
no,
it
see,
affected
See,
him.
Yeah.
this is why no one respected KD the way that he should have got respect. Yeah, for him to have a season performance like that, yeah, because a lot of the hate that he got, yeah, was, and respectfully, yeah, was that he couldn't carry his team through the East and get him to the championships with a massive super team the
No,
way
no,
that they
yeah.
had it. Do you get what I mean? But one thing, only one argument that goes his way is that this guy just came back from almost, bro.
It's career-ending injury.
It is a career-ending
It is.
injury. Didn't Kobe got the same one? He never put up the same numbers ever again. You know what I mean? This is one of KD's best seasons. You know what I mean? One of, by the way.
Hey, so go, top three.
What do you call it?
You're just gonna say the same thing.
Thanks, Jamie. Well, should I say
LeBron,
probably?
KD, and then who?
So I'd probably put what do you call it? KD number one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
And personally,
Yeah,
I'm
honestly,
number
the last
one.
5 years, the way KD's played, you can't argue it.
Not even that.
The
Like
guy is
LeBron,
a scoring champion.
LeBron will always,
Yeah.
LeBron will always be number one. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. LeBron will always be number one. We have to see next year. That's the number one thing, okay? Because KD, the performance he had. Look at this. Yeah. This is why I'm choosing between LeBron and KD. KD was, what do you call it, playing minutes at the start of the season. LeBron was playing his best season at the very, very start. He was in the MVP conversation. Do you get what I mean? But then on the opposite ends of the season, LeBron was injured and KD was having a stellar season. So that's the only reason why I'll go with that type of thing. Because KD's more recent, KD's number one, LeBron's second, and the fact that Curry literally took his whole team on his back.
And he changed the game.
And he changed the game. And he gave us the best game of the season against LeBron in that, what do you call it, playing.
Yeah.
100% he's
I
gone
can't
number
believe
three.
that Brook Lopez is shooting threes. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like that's why I
Yeah.
put Curry
I
third.
know.
Because
Yeah.
he pushed the centers out to the wings,
He,
bro.
Yeah.
he forced them out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know
He's
what I
like, you
mean?
guys
Like
have to
now,
start
if you're
shooting.
not there, bro, you're not on the
Why do
same
you think we
level.
hate on Giannis? Exactly that reason.
Yeah, I know.
Why-
what
why
you
do we
mean,
hate
I
on
know
him?
what you mean. Because he doesn't shoot.
Can't
Mm.
shoot.
He
But
came
why
to shoot
do
his game.
players
Can't
at his size have to be shooting? Because of Steph.
I reckon he'll adjust it next season.
Yeah.
I reckon he'll come out like
Yeah.
complete.
You know, but he can shoot, though.
The only reason
I-
He's not a
young.
game shooter. He's not a performer.
The only reason I didn't put
26.
Steph instead of Kawhi is more about like championships by himself.
Yeah.
So Kawhi won a title with Tim Duncan and the Spurs when Tim Duncan's in his 17th year. So Kawhi Leonard's in his third year. against LeBron after LeBron's won 2 titles.
Yeah, he got him.
So
Wow.
to do that, you seen the way LeBron reacted when Kawhi came on. So you have to give respect.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
won Finals MVP then
Yeah.
against LeBron, boom. And then to do it with the Raptors, obviously the Raptors, there was a couple injuries that year, but to do it with 2 different teams and bring the team up for the ring is the only reason I put him there.
You know
But
what? I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Only-
That team at the Raptors was no good for.
yeah, but the only thing is obviously injuries and why it happened and stuff like
But
that.
it was a good team though.
yeah,
it was all right.
No,
No, no, but it was a
Come on,
good
man.
team. But look at this. It's a good team with a great player that makes the team even better,
Mm.
type of thing. Do you get what I mean? There's only certain people like LeBron that can have a bad team like the Clevelands with a great player where it's hard to get through, but you can get through. Do you get what I mean? He had a good team. They weren't the worst team. Do you know what I mean? Because, bro,
He
you know,
dragged them though.
it's
He
the same
dragged them
thing. It's the same thing like the USA basketball at the moment. Do you get what I mean? The quality of players that are on the
there.
team,
Crazy. Tatum and Durant and
Lillard,
and you
Green,
got
this that.
right, bro.
But they're
They're
losing to the
man.
Boomers. They're losing to what do you call it? What do you call it?
Hey,
Nigeria?
don't
This
you
that.
dare ever talk bad about the Boomers, bro.
I love the Boomers.
Boomers are the best.
Yeah.
Have you seen the difference between
Teeth style.
like that type of basketball compared to NBA? Like the
What?
foul calls and stuff like that?
Oh,
Yeah,
way
yeah.
different.
Completely different
Yeah, yeah,
sport.
It's much more rough.
I was like,
100%.
subhanAllah, when I watched that, I'm like, there's beauty in it though, because you can see kind of players are looking for fouls.
Yeah.
Like, you know, James Harden and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Lillard
like
did
that.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
This-
Yeah, go.
Sorry, I wanna get everyone's top 3 most enjoyable players.
Okay, before I do that, I want to.
All sports though.
Yeah.
Who do you love?
All
Who
sports.
do you
Oh
enjoy
my
watching the
God.
most?
Before you
Top
do that,
3,
I
go.
just want to add this last thing, yeah,
Go
because
ahead.
it's gonna shift the conversation. But speaking about the foul calls and like refs and stuff, did you see Bobby Porter's blocking what do you call like Chris Paul in that game just so he doesn't speak to the ref? Bro, that's some legendary stuff there.
He's a fan favorite.
Because he knows if he's gonna go speak to the ref, Chris Paul's gonna get his way. Chris Paul's
Yeah.
smart. His IQ is just off the
Yeah.
I don't
charts.
like Bobby
Just
Bro,
Porter.
he's
Wait,
the
sorry.
players
Take
ambassador
me
for the
outside
league.
Chick-fil-A. though.
He's literally he runs the Players Association. Chris Paul is the #1 representative for all players.
Yeah.
What's the refs gonna say? Oh, you're wrong.
Yeah, but Bobby Porter's for him to realize that he goes, nah, Chris Paul, you ain't talking to him anymore. I'm blocking.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go with your question.
Yeah, go top 3.
I needed
most,
some time to think. Give me.
That's
Okay.
since you have made the question, what's yours? So we have time to think.
like the people that I enjoy watching the most. I'll go one
Yeah.
of each sport, and these are the 3 sports that I
yeah, I
watch
like
the
that.
most.
Go do
Over
that.
their
Like,
careers or currently?
Just everyone, anytime, anyhow, anywhere, whatever you want to say, bro. I don't care. Number 1 for me will have to be Gary Abloh Jr. in his prime.
I say
Yeah.
prime. So even a couple years ago.
You can say in his prime, whenever you want.
Just,
Like
yeah.
just the most time you've enjoyed watching the sport because of one player.
Oh, the whole career.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
You're taking Gary
Like,
Abloh
I
I
over
thought you meant right
Sirianni?
now.
Actually, you know what?
Gary
no,
Abloh-
no.
Gary
Gary Abloh
Abloh-
over Sirianni, because Gary Abloh Jr. could do things nobody else could ever think of doing.
yeah.
Like what?
38 disposals and 4 goals in the
Okay.
game, bro.
Can you do 2021
Make
players
sure we're
now?
thinking about the same
Do
thing.
it.
Only
want.
because then it's like more like a
Oh, so you want me to keep it in relevant?
a current thing.
Okay.
Because if not, it's like just storytelling.
Steph Curry,
Yeah.
definitely Steph Curry. He's too fun to watch, bro.
Mm.
You gotta have Steph Curry in the list because this guy brought a whole new NBA. Bro, I know people that say I started watching the NBA when Steph Curry, as if like Steph Curry was
That's a
Safari.
Red, yellow,
Wardell.
yellow leather.
Wardell.
as if Steph Curry was like a massive like historic moment in the NBA.
Mm.
Do you get it? But yeah, sorry, Steph Curry.
Steph Curry, Dustin Martin, and Dustin Martin before this season. Sorry
Yeah, it
for
can't be
anyone
this
who's
year, no.
no recency bias, but when you watch Dusty back in the day, not back in the day, last season in the finals,
Yeah.
watch that grand final again. That guy goes, you know what?
Don't chat to me. Don't
You
chat
might
to
you
me.
might think that Dangerfield is good, but watch this.
Untouchable, bro.
Next gear, bro. He kicked that goal before halftime. I'm like, bro. I looked at my brother and I go, you think he's a screwed? No, the game the tide just turned. You can feel it. Yeah, and for a player to be able to do that against a team of Geelong's caliber last season,
Crazy.
oh my lord. That's why this season I'm so disappointed.
Mm.
I'm low-key happy that he got the kidney injury. I can use that as an
Yeah, that's
excuse, bro.
sad.
Yeah, astaghfirullah, man. Yeah, so it will be Steph Curry, Dustin Martin, and then in soccer,
That was a tough one. That's what I'm
recent
thinking.
one,
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what you're gonna say. Go say it.
Don't say it.
Don't say
well,
it.
Timo Werner. I'm gonna say Timo, bro. Ooh.
Say it, bro. The Argentinian guy. Just say it.
I don't watch Messi that much though.
Oh,
Like
Yeah.
I
'Cause
watch
you don't watch
him,
Barcelona games.
True.
kind
I
of
watch
thing,
him
yeah.
enough to know he's a freak. I would say
What? A freak?
freak.
I just thought of Greek freak.
Nah,
you see
nah.
the live video of him?
Yeah.
I'm the Greek freak.
The freak
Bro.
on the court.
One good thing about Giannis as well is, well, like that
Import, bro.
guy, you can advertise him.
Yeah.
He's a
I
funny
had to-
guy.
Where have you been at the halftime in every game? You guys, I've been taking a little tickle.
Is that what you say?
Hey, go ahead. Last one.
Yeah, go. Third.
Tingle,
Indian
tingle,
now.
tingle.
Go. Last one.
But yeah, I would say for soccer then, because I watch Chelsea so much. Yeah,
Mason Mount.
Nah, I'd say Premier League.
Go.
Why it's so hard,
Oh, no.
bro?
Imagine you had to do all time. Bro, you'd be here all day.
I'm gonna stick with Jesus. It's so hard.
I know that's.
Kevin De Bruyne.
Bro,
Nice,
why'd
that's-
you say
Kevin
that?
De
I was
Bruyne.
actually gonna say
Kevin
that
De
That's a nice
Bruyne.
one.
because I'm a midfielder, but now it's a bit awkward.
Sorry, Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
It's just
has-
beautiful
He's
football to
the
watch.
albino-
Has to be.
He's
Kevin-
albino.
Yeah.
Bro, he,
Kevin
But
De
you
Bruyne.
drained
the
it.
way he pings it. Yeah, sorry, I took ages, but
And you know, because I
That's a
was
good
gonna say
pick.
Steph, and you said Steph, and then
Yeah.
and now I got. I'll
basically his
change it.
list.
I'll change it.
Is that him? Kevin De Bruyne?
So,
What?
What is
What
it?
is search? Go.
Is that his eyes?
I beg you put it on camera.
Show.
Kevin De Bruyne.
Don't
How does
lie.
that happen?
Is that what he said? Kevin De Bruyne, isn't it? Isn't that his name? Bro, you guys are a bunch of childs, bro. Kevin De Boa.
What?
Is that him as well? I'm trying to find this guy, bro.
Bruyne.
Bruyne?
Bruyne.
BRUYNE.
Oh, man.
Ah.
Kevin De Bruyne. Astaghfirullah, lads.
Okay.
Anyway, let's go.
Oh, God.
Do you know your top three?
I'm just gonna smash out the first names that come to me. Yeah.
Probably the best way. I took too long.
Yeah. What do you call it?
Is this in order?
No, it's not in order.
Alright, go.
It's not in order. Yeah. So I love, like, even though LeBron's had like 10 primes, I love LeBron through his prime. Just love watching him just run amok. Yeah. Steph Curry in the last seasons and all that kind of stuff. You got to have Steph Curry on there. What do you call it? And
JT.
Huh?
JT.
Kendrick Perkins. No joking. What do you call it?
Are
Oh,
we doing 2021?
How about AJ? Boxer.
that's a good call.
Mm.
That's a very, very
That's
good
his
call.
call, not mine. I tried to take the.
But I was actually low-key just thinking basketball, no cap.
Yeah.
You know, if we're going to go with a couple of other sports and stuff, Lance Franklin as well. Buddy Franklin.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
I love...
Yeah.
Put it here.
But basketball is
Oh.
easy because it's like it's beautiful to watch in those moments with individual brilliance.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but other sports like soccer, it's like we're watching. It's like De Bruyne's passing or his
Yeah.
touch or the way he opens his body. It's
Yeah.
like it's something you know.
Like, even if we go tennis, like even tennis, like going to tennis, I know we can go to golf if we want to. That's joking. But
What's the hardest sport?
Roger, like I'd love watch Roger growing up, type of thing. You know,
Okay.
so
Everyone loves Roger.
yeah.
There's a big
Roger
list
that.
there.
Go.
Wait. that's
Big
my
list.
What do you got,
Oh,
Ali?
isn't that 2021 I'm doing?
There you go. Well, like currently,
Go,
couple
yeah,
of
go
years,
current,
yeah.
just go.
Obviously, 100% Giannis.
hmm
Impact he
Mhm.
made on the Bucks, and even sticking with Milwaukee, bro.
Yeah.
I was surprised he actually stayed. So
Mhm.
props
His
to him.
dunks are pretty crazy and stuff. I'll give him
At least didn't say Brook Lopez.
that. Okay, yeah.
Act all different, yeah. Unique. Dusty 100% because I actually got the chance to see him live, and the impact he made, like playing at the G, big day, grand final day, and that. The third one, I'm gonna have to say this is what was the list called? Like who you enjoy, yeah?
Yeah,
you just love
performance,
watching.
Jack
performance.
Grealish.
Oh,
What
you
a
know
baller!
What,
What an
a call,
absolute
what a call.
baller.
That's a bad call.
That guy's a don. He should be in Peaky Blinders, 100%.
Did you have him
But
in
you
your
can't,
list?
bro. We'll forget his lines.
He's like,
Brother's
oh what?
struggling.
I don't know that. Go.
Yeah.
Did you say from? What's that? What's
Yeah.
from?
Ashraf,
That was a good chat.
What's yours?
For me, I had to put like an NFL player in there. Because when I watch what they do, sometimes just like the athletic ability is just unreal. So there's a guy named Tyreek Hill, who's the fastest guy in the NFL.
Cheetah.
Yeah, the cheetah. So when I see because he actually used to be like athletics, like US Olympics, he was in the like relay 200-meter sprint, he was there. Like that's his craft, and then he moved into NFL. So when I watch his athletic ability and when he catches the ball and runs like a bullet, that I enjoy that because I just like it's unreal. Like you
What's
know,
his name again? Tyreek Hill?
yeah, Tyreek
Yeah.
Hill.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I love watching that.
Yeah. Good call.
Obviously Steph Curry because he actually puts life into the basketball game. Like he actually but he's the only guy in history that shoots from halfway and you think it's going in. everyone else like, bro, why is he taking the shot? Everyone in the stadium always believes it's going in.
I reckon it's
How?
I reckon it's gotten to a point where it's like when he shoots, everyone's like,
Expect it to
and
go in.
when he misses, it's like, what happened?
Yeah.
Why did he miss?
So
Yeah.
Steph Curry made basketball a bit more like entertaining. Like he does a little, he takes a three and he turns around, or when he gets fouled, like he put more entertainment into the game.
Yeah.
So them two, and then soccer.
Like Trae Young, yeah, from like in New York.
Trae
Yeah.
Young as well,
Yeah.
bro.
I was
What a player,
joking.
man. No, what a player, bro. I love these
Yeah.
Africans. Okay.
So, and right now, I watch like obviously when I'm playing soccer, like before a game, I watch a lot of highlights.
Yeah.
Like I'm a midfielder, so I watch my positions and I can look at stuff. So I watch a lot of De Bruyne, a lot of Modric, because Modric is a midfielder he's like my size, or I'm a bit taller than him.
Luka,
But he's,
yeah?
he's you know him FIFA.
I know him, Paul.
You rinsed him. But I
Long
watch
shots.
him. I watch him a lot because it's something I can adopt easy. It's a football style, so I love watching him play.
That's a good shout.
Yeah,
Well,
crazy.
because I'm not too like a lot of like De Bruyne can pass with both feet. So if he's switching, or Tony Cruz, and I watch them, it's like I'm really only predominantly right foot and my left foot's okay. So it's hard to watch players both feet because like I can't do half the stuff that they're doing, you know.
He's a player that just relies purely on IQ of the game.
Yeah.
How about
just
outside
phenomenal.
of the foot in the Euros?
Yeah,
Oh,
mashallah, man.
beautiful.
top bins as well, bro. This guy's a different human, man.
Yeah.
I think we'll end the episode there, bro. I think, listen, we need to hear your comments, but if somebody comes in doing this troll stuff and says freaking Giannis Antetokounmpo's in their top three, I think you deserve a belting. But we'll leave it there. Like, comment, subscribe. We want you to make sure that you list your top threes. We want to get you guys involved. We need you guys to stay engaged with the content. Make sure that you go to all our platforms, whether it's Spotify. I don't care if you listen to it on Spotify and then decide, you know what, I want to be a bit risky and listen to it on Apple. Go listen to it on Apple as well. Nobody's stopping you. Unless you have an Android, you're one of those guys. But, yeah.
I don't know when this episode's coming out as well, but we just recently hit 1.5k. And wallah, shout out to all 1.5
We love
thousand
all
of you.
1.5 thousand of views, yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Please.